What's up, everybody? Welcome to the American UFO Society. I am Michael Beavers, and I'm going to be your host for today's show. And normally when you see these episodes, it'll be me and my partner Rodney Thomas with the American UFO Society and the Awaken Show. But today it's just going to be me. But we got some great information we're going to be bringing you about the UAP Task Force coming out of the Pentagon. And this is new stuff, and it's pretty crazy. But we also have the interview with Tucker Carlson and Nick Pope off Fox News tonight, 8/21/2020, and we're going to play that for you guys in case you missed it. And we're just kind of going to go over things after that and kind of see what everybody's thinking about this. So let's check it out.
DoD has announced the creation of a new UFO task force. It'll analyze the nature and origin of unidentified aerial phenomenon. That news comes after several videos surfaced showing U.S. Navy pilots coming across unknown objects moving in ways that seem to defy physics. We played them on the show. Those images were captured by advanced jets using infrared technology. So what will this task force be looking at, and what do we think they'll find? Nick Pope is the man we ask these questions to. He's a former UK Ministry of Defense official. He joins us tonight. We've touted this story a couple of times that there's this new task force, but we haven't gotten into the details, and this is an important story, just to be clear, maybe even more important than our presidential election. It's not clear what they're looking for and what people who pay attention expect them to find. What do you think?
Well, when the Senate Intelligence Committee demanded a report on all this from the Director of National Intelligence, one of their concerns was that a lot of different people in the US government, the military, the intelligence community, maybe were doing things on this, but no one was pulling it all together. So I think one of the first things this task force will have to do is find out who knows what about this and pull it all together and see what we already have on this issue, perhaps highly classified and deeply compartmentalized.
So one piece of information it would be nice to get right away is, where is the physical evidence?
Well, I've heard these stories too about this debris, this meta-material, whatever one calls it. And again, I think the task force must have access to all that information. And one hopes this is a Navy lead, interestingly, probably because of all these videos, of course, these interactions with the US Navy jets that you mentioned. But the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security also has oversight of this. And that's very important. And I hope the task force will get to the bottom of this and find out what these materials are. And look, is this something of ours? Is it Russia? Is it China? Or is it something else? The time has come.
It's pretty clear from our conversations with U.S. government officials that they've ruled out Russia and China. They don't believe these are aircraft from foreign militaries.
Well, I think all of these programs, when you get into this subject, it's all very highly classified. And of course, when you've got these interactions between the phenomena, whatever it may be, and these multi-billion-dollar assets, the U.S. aircraft carriers, the Nimitz, the other ones involved in this, there are extreme sensitivities. And that's the other point. No government really likes to turn around and say, look, we've lost control of our own airspace here. There's something in our skies faster and more maneuverable, and we don't know what it is.
All right, guys, so that was the Fox News episode that aired tonight, 8/21/2020, and it had Nick Pope, Tucker Carlson, and I thought it was pretty cool because they're basically the mainstream media is covering this now, and Tucker, in his own words, said this may be more important than the election itself. And if Fox News is telling you that, you should probably take it serious, because I'm sure they take the election pretty serious. So I did like to hear that. The interview was kind of short, but basically Nick Pope believes that the UAP Task Force should start by basically compiling all the information we already have on UAP UFO activity, maybe even from other nations and other military operations and stuff like that, even a lot of the old school stuff. Bring it all together, compile this information, and actually see what we already have and what we already know about this. And I thought that was really cool, because that's going to give a lot of credit to some of these old UFO conspiracy theories, and maybe, you know, bring some of them to light and show that they're actually true. So I'll be excited to see something like that coming out in the near future. They also did talk about the metamaterial and possibly already having some of this metamaterial, and if so, the UAP Task Force should have access to it. Obviously, if they're conducting full investigations on this and really taking it seriously, I imagine they will. So that's pretty cool. Definitely look forward to that. With that being said, we're definitely going to keep a close eye on this stuff here at the American UFO Society, and we want to stay as up to date and on top of this information, so that way we can bring it to you guys, the viewers, and everybody can know about this stuff, because it's definitely important. So you can follow us on Facebook at the American UFO Society. We have a group where everybody can share their own information and things like that. So check us out on there. Also, don't forget to follow Rodney Thomas, my partner with the American UFO Society, at The Awaken Show, and we will catch you guys on the next episode.